been going on in the livestock markets this time around. All right, Todd, on the live cattle first. Let's take a look at the prices together here. We'll see what the market is doing right now. Well, look at this. We have the October contract now at 115.70. That's about 3 ticks off our high of the day, and we are currently $1.05 higher than where we closed yesterday. And if you look at the low of the day, we're about $1.30 off of that. Now, December live cattle are up $1.03 at 116.45. So that's only 1 tick off of its high of the day. Now, if you look at the feeder cattle trade, here on the feeders, we have the September contract now up $1.98 at 149.18. That's about 20 cents from its high of the day right now, well off of our earlier low. October feeders now 208 higher at 146.38. So big gains on the cattle side. Todd, wanted to get your impression on the way this cattle market is acting. I know you've been talking about you were looking for a bounce, and it looks like we're definitely getting one here today so far in the early going this week. What do you make of this?
Yeah, I think the bounce has been great. I think it came right on time as we kind of expected. I think at these levels here, I certainly wouldn't be committing new money to work here. If I was in, I'd be hedging or getting out here myself. I think we're at levels now that we're going to have some pullback. I'm not bearish. I'm not changing my overall long-term view of being bullish, but I do believe now you're going to see some selling. I think 116 October fats is going to create some selling pressure. I think you're looking at a better entry probably around 114. I think in the feeders, I think we've extended a little bit too far. 152 was my upside objective, and it looks like we're going to make that. I think you're going to look probably back down to basis August 148, but if we look into October, I'm looking back to about 142 would be where I'd look to be a buyer. I still want to be a buyer, but now after we've had this nice move, we've met our objectives. I think we're going to see some pressure coming here. I think they've gotten a little bit ahead of themselves, and that's always a problem in markets. We get a little bit too juiced and we run up. Now I think you're going to see some sellers come in and take some profit in here.
I know we have talked in the past about the pre-Labor Day buying for the wholesale market to get the product ready for the retailers. Do you think the majority of that is already done, or do you think we're right in the middle of it or past it now?
I think we're probably pretty much done with it. I don't see a lot. You know, again, what we have is some guys decide to try to buy early, beat the rush and beat the price. And I think you've seen the last of it, the holdouts that are being forced to pay higher prices up here. But I think we're pretty much done here. I think we're going to go and do what we're supposed to do, which would be see a little bit of a pullback off of these levels. We had a great rally. I mean, look where we came from, 133 to 152. That's a nice rally, but that deserves a little bit of a pullback, and that's actually healthier for the overall market. So that's what I think we're going to see coming forward here, is you always want to look for price objectives and levels in which we can sustain. And going straight up, I don't think those levels are sustainable.
Interesting. All right, now on the lean hog trade, we'll take a peek at the futures here and see what's going on in that market. On the lean hog trade, we'll pull up the October futures. Right now, we are down 2 cents, and now back to unchanged at 58.85. So they're still kind of spinning their wheels in the lean hog trade. December down 2 at 54.70. Real quickly, your thoughts on the lean hog trade? Does it have much of a future this week?
I think it's maybe not this week, but I think August, which is coming off the board, is no good. But I think if you look out to October and December, you're at great spots. I think those are probably buys out there. If not today, soon. You want to be in that to the long side. They've now reached our downside objective here, and I think now we can start to look to be buyers again here, and that's what I see.
All right, very good. Well, thank you, Todd. Appreciate it. Todd and Bubba Horwitz. If you haven't checked it out, a great website. Go to bubbatrading.com, a great resource for marketing information. So that's the latest mark on the livestock trade. Pretty good push in the cattle market for the time being.
Keep an eye on that through the day, and Todd's always a great source.
Yep.
Thanks, Marlon.